Welcome back. We turn to our pets for love, companionship, and comfort, especially in uncertain times. But how can we return the favor and keep them protected? Kidde's fire safety expert Sharon Cooksey has more on pet fire safety. Let's start off really by telling us about Kidde.
So Kidde is one of the leading manufacturers of life safety products across the globe. We make things like smoke alarms and carbon monoxide alarms and fire extinguishers, things to keep your entire family safe.
Talk about why pet safety is so important.
Well, I have a pet that I consider as a full-fledged family member, and I know a lot of people do. In fact, statistics tell us that around 80% of all pet owners consider their pets to be a full family member, like a four-legged child, if you will. So obviously keeping everybody and animal in the house safe is very, very important.
How do the dangers of fire and carbon monoxide affect our pets?
So here's the thing. A lot of people do not realize that about 500,000 animals are impacted by home fires every year. And they may not realize that pets actually start about 1,000 fires. So we want to make sure that every family member stays safe. And also, pets are susceptible to carbon monoxide poisoning as well. If you think about the canary in the coal mine, pets are also very susceptible to CO. So we want every person in that household to stay safe.
So do you have a top tip that you can share with pet owners who are training their pets to respond to a smoke alarm?
Absolutely. So here is one of the most frequent comments that we get is, my pet is afraid of the smoke alarm. But there is a solution to that. Train your pets, as you just said. So train your pets and get them familiar with the sound of the smoke alarm. So who isn't afraid of that strange, shrill, foreign sound that comes from the smoke alarm? I would run and hide too, but we've become acclimated to it, and that's what we need to do with pets as well. So hit the test button and move to the door. Hit the test button and move to the door. And over a period of time, you'll train your pet not only to become familiar with the sound of that smoke alarm, but here is the really important point: what to do in case it goes off. Here's the thing: we do not want pets to run and hide under the bed or in a closet or in their favorite place. We want them to get out of the building as soon as possible. So over time, train your pets to become familiar with the sound of a smoke or carbon monoxide alarm and what to do in case they hear it.
Now, carbon monoxide safety, that's really important for pets as well, correct?
It sure is. And here's the thing for me as a pet owner, that's the scariest thing, is carbon monoxide poisoning is very nonspecific. So the symptoms are very nonspecific, meaning that they can be attributed to a variety of other illnesses. For instance, one of the initial signs of carbon monoxide poisoning in pets starts with nausea and vomiting. I mean, that can be a variety of other things. It eventually progresses or can progress to things like muscle aches, difficulty moving, is your pet acting drunk, or labored breathing. But again, these can all be attributed to other illnesses. So having CO alarms installed throughout your home and making sure that they are working is very important, not only to your two-legged, but your four-legged family members.
How can viewers keep their smoke and carbon monoxide alarms maintained?
Here is the thing, again, a lot of people do not realize is that every smoke alarm needs to be replaced every 10 years. So look up on the ceiling, something you probably don't do a lot. Look up on the ceiling and ask yourself, how long has it been since I replaced my smoke alarm? And if you cannot answer that, it's time to check. And if you're like a lot of other people and you have forgotten when you last replaced your smoke alarms, there's a simple solution. Just look on the back of the alarm. There's a manufacturing date and add 10 years. This rule also applies to carbon monoxide alarms. So carbon monoxide alarms need to be replaced every 7 to 10 years, and that just depends on which model you bought. So check with your specific manufacturer and model.
Now, when you're away from home, what steps can viewers take to ensure the safety of their pet if an emergency happens when you're gone, for instance?
So first and foremost, take some preventative measures. So install window clings that tell first responders that you actually have pets inside. So in case the unthinkable happens, they are able to quickly assess whether or not pets are inside and know whether to get them out or not. Number two, consider when you're leaving home, crating or gating your pets. So that can help keep them out of mischief and out of trouble, like my pet was trying to climb my Christmas tree back here. So, guess who goes in the crate now when I am away from home? So yeah, just consider confining them into a specific area. It actually keeps them safe. Also, you might want to consider removing the stove knobs in case your pets are curious and try to jump up and can accidentally turn a burner on. And finally, don't leave leftover food on top of the counter or on top of a stove where your pets can be tempted to jump up and grab. They can knock things over. They can actually turn a cooktop on.
All right, Sharon, thanks so much. Such good advice. To learn more about how to keep your home, family, and pets safe, visit kidde.com/pet safety. Kidde paid for today's segment.